Coming up this morning on DITV, Race to Innovation, meet the UI group that's bringing science to off-road racing.
And later, damage control. Find out how Iowa is fixing and getting ahead of floodwater damage.
And one Hawkeye football player is gearing up for the NFL draft. I'll break down his draft stock later in sports.
Will we get to spend another weekend outside in the beautiful weather, or is rain literally going to rain on our parade? Stay tuned for weather to find out.
All that more coming up on this Thursday morning edition of DITV.
Don't go anywhere. DITV starts right now. Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Mackenzie Cooper.
And I'm Sydney Zatz.
From welding to racing, one student group on campus is doing it all. DITV's Anthony Caligiuri has more.
What do you get when you combine tools, technology, and driven students? The answer? Iowa Baja.
What Iowa Baja is a very diverse group of people, not just from engineering, but through all different colleges around the university. We build an off-road vehicle that we race throughout the year in multiple regional and national competitions.
Located in the basement of the chemistry building, members have access to state-of-the-art equipment that helps prepare their custom car for competition.
We're going to take this car out to Gorman, California and compete against 100 other schools from across the world in a dynamic Baja event. And Nationals is meant to embody the entire engineering design process.
Members have the unique opportunity to present their car to engineers from around the world, receiving feedback and tips on how to improve their product.
There is a technical inspection for our car to make sure that it meets all the safety and design requirements that we set forth, a design presentation that we have, as well as a sales presentation, and then all of this culminates in dynamic events where we actually go out and drive the car and we get points for that.
And getting the final product is no easy task. Members spend almost a year creating a car from concept to what you see here. And today, you can see this car for yourself, all while supporting the work of Iowa Baja.
Check out the car, get a cookie, learn what we were up to, and then afterwards follow us to Blaze, and we'll go get some pizza. We actually get proceeds from that.
The group is always looking for extra help, from new members to sponsorship.
We're geared towards making sure that students have enough hands-on experience as well as professional experience. We do a lot of networking with the community. We reach out, raise money.
But logistics aside, Iowa Baja is serious about having fun.
It's just a really good organization. You get good friends, good experiences, and you get to race around the world.
Reporting in Iowa City, Anthony Caligiuri, DITV News.
If you want to get an up-close view of Iowa Baja's new car, be sure to head over to the Siemens Center from 2 to 5 this afternoon for their big reveal event. Then join the group at Blaze Pizza, where some of the proceeds will benefit the group. If you're interested in getting involved with Iowa Baja, check out their website at iowabaja.squarespace.com.
Speaking of biking, Iowa City is honoring Bike Month with a 100-mile family bike ride at TruBlood Recreation Center. The TruBlood 100 will be May 12th, where groups will complete laps around TruBlood Lake. The event will provide educational stations like teaching biking etiquette, how to properly fit a helmet, and a bicycle maintenance station. The city is currently improving the rec area's wildlife to prepare for the race.
The Midwest is warming up, but we haven't escaped the aftermath of winter just yet. After estimating $1.6 billion in floodwater damages, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds created a flood advisory board. This week, the board approved $15 million to help the flood victims and fix physical damages. The flood advisory is part of Reynolds' larger call to Congress for more action.
But make no mistake, most importantly, we need, as you've heard from the speakers, we need Congress to act. They need to demonstrate, we got the presidential declaration done. We said initially we believe it's $1.6 billion. I believe that's probably low, to be quite honest.
Last month, the White House declared 56 of Iowa's 99 counties environmental disasters.
You know, Mackenzie, I don't know about you, but I sure do love storm season.
Yes, I have to agree. It's a lot better than snow, but let's toss it to Melissa Meter in the weather studio to see what we can expect. Good morning, Melissa.
I love those storms too, but grab your jackets, everybody. The weather is going to be cloudy and a little bit chilly today. The temperatures will be 55 degrees with winds around 15 to 25 miles per hour. and a 10% chance of rain showers. Tonight, the clouds from earlier will break up, giving us partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will drop to 39 degrees, and there will be mild winds around 10 to 20 miles per hour. I know 55 degrees is a little bit cold for this time of year, but it's just one day. The rest of the week looks like temperatures are going to gradually warm up and be clear of rain. So let's look at the extended forecast. Friday, the sun will be back out and temperatures will warm up to 62 degrees with a low of 36. As we head into this weekend, it looks like we're in luck. The temperatures are going to warm up, and even better, there won't be any rain. Saturday will be sunny with temperatures in the upper 60s. On Sunday, there will be some clouds covering the sun, but at least the temperature will be in the low 70s. Heading into next week, those rain showers and cooler temperatures are back. On Monday and Tuesday, temperatures will be in the mid-60s. On Monday, there's a 40% chance of rain throughout the day, and on Tuesday, there's a 40% chance of some rain showers at night. It really seems like the skies are always gloomy and temperatures are always cooler on Mondays. Maybe the weather hates Mondays just as much as I do. Mackenzie and Sydney, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Melissa. The University of Iowa Housing and Dining has received positive feedback from a satisfaction survey given in fall of 2018. The survey asked students about their satisfaction with dining, campus safety, resident assistance, and more. Over 2,000 students took the survey, with the overall scores improving since the last test given in 2016. Student satisfaction with resident assistance improved the most, while the only category decreasing in satisfaction was campus safety outside dining halls. Housing and Dining does plan on continuing to improve experiences by making changes based on survey results.
World-renowned sculptor and artist Charles Wright came to the University of Iowa this week to give a set of speeches. Wright graduated from the UI School of Art and Art History in 1975, and his work has been revealed in exhibits around the world. Wright's most recent sculptures are made of steel and vaguely resemble the human body. Today is the last day of his 3-day trip before heading back to Los Angeles, where he creates most of his artwork. For more on Charlie Wright's story, pick up a copy of today's paper, where Daily Iowan reporter Josie Fischels has more.
On Wednesday night, the Iowa Senate passed a bill that would legalize sports betting throughout the entire state. Soon, the bill will move to the House of Representatives, where more lawmakers can debate on it. Some of the bill's highlights include placing bets in casinos and phone apps, no betting on minor league, high school, or college sports, and new penalties for illegally gambling on the black market. If signed by Governor Reynolds, the law would go into effect immediately.
Mackenzie, gambling isn't the only big news going on in the world of sports.
That's right. In Sydney, we have Nicole Tomasic in the studio to tell us more. Nicole?
Yes, thanks, guys. Yes, this is in just 1 week from now, the best of the best in college football will be in Nashville, waiting for the night's big event, the 2019 NFL Draft. So today we are continuing our NFL previews with wide receiver Nick Easley. Easley was the MVP of the Outback Bowl and Iowa's biggest threat this year at the slot receiver, leading the team in receptions. But Easley's journey to Iowa actually started at Iowa Western Community College, which makes where he is now that much more remarkable.
I mean, it's always the dream, but yeah, it's pretty special to be here. I was just talking to my brother last night. 2 years ago, I was just trying to get somebody's attention and play Division I football, and then here I am today, working in front of these NFL teams and getting their attention, and it's really special. It's really cool.
But just getting that attention from the NFL isn't enough for Easley. He's hoping that exposure he is getting here at Iowa will be enough for him at the next level.
Train and keep preparing, and then hopefully either possibility being a late draft pick in late April, or sign with the team in free agency. So
we project that Nick Easley called it there and will be hearing his name in the late rounds of the draft and possibly in free agency. He proved this year that he has the speed and can make the plays, so we'll think that he will be a free agency steal. While Easley's career as a Hawkeye ended, just another one is beginning. DITV sports reporter Kimberly Bates has more on one Hawkeye living out his dream.
Iowa baseball has 19 fresh faces this season, but this one stands out just a little bit more than the rest. A junior transfer from Southeastern Community College, Austin Martin filled the spot of Tyler Cropley and is living up to the team's expectations, and then some.
I guess it's just the position I play, and I stepped into those shoes, and I'm just trying to gain the respect and trust from my teammates and coaches kind of thing, and not trying to do too much in the process of doing that.
A little too modest, Austin leads the team, having 14 multi-hit games and comes second in batting, averaging a .339. Martin is Iowa's new go-to guy.
He's just our go-to guy right now. I mean, he's the guy in the lineup that we look for to get the big hit, and obviously he's been doing it at a very high rate lately.
Good a player as Austin is, he's even a way better person. And, you know, he's an awesome leader, and he's a tough kid that works really, really hard. He doesn't take things for granted, and he's a great teammate.
His eyes were set on Iowa pretty early on in his career, but he knew he had a lot of growing pains to work out before he made it to D1.
Iowa was my goal once I committed to Southeastern, and yeah, the junior college route was definitely a good decision for me, granted that I didn't have anything really coming out of high school, and like I said, I had some developing to do as a player, and I knew that.
Iowa is just another opportunity for Austin to develop as a player and a person. Reporting from Dwayne Banksfield, Kimberly Bates, DITV Sports.
Austin and the Hawkeyes boast a 21-14 record and sit fourth in the Big Ten. Going from the diamond onto the mat, the Iowa men's gymnastics team will find themselves wrapping up their season at the University of Illinois this weekend for the NCAA Championship. We have men's gymnastics beat reporter Marissa Kraft standing live in the newsroom to tell us more. Good morning, Marissa.
Good morning, Nicole.
Based on Iowa's performance in the Big Ten, how are they looking heading into the NCAAs this weekend?
Unfortunately, Iowa did not do as well as we would have hoped in the Big Tens, coming in overall last for the team score. This was in large part due to a slow start on one of their weakest rotations, the pommel horse. And thankfully, on the second day of competition, everyone who qualified was able to place, and we had two athletes medaling. Herrador got second on the high bar, and Brown placed third on the vault. So they really stepped it up this second day. So hopefully they can take this confidence and move it onto this weekend for the NCAAs.
And what team should Iowa keep an eye out for at the NCAAs?
Yeah, for sure. The Oklahoma Sooners are definitely the team to look out for. They're currently first overall in the nation with a first place ranking on vault, rings, and high bar. So they're coming into this competition fresh off of their MSPF conference title. So they really have this momentum built up. And since they are in the same session as Iowa, the Hawks will really need to bring it on that first day in order to qualify for the second day of competition.
Well, I definitely think Iowa has what it takes to put up a tough challenge with Oklahoma. Well, that was Marissa Kraft live in the studio. Thank you. And that's all I have for you today in sports. Tune in tomorrow where there will be a preview of Iowa's baseball weekend series against the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Sydney McKenzie, guys, back at the desk. Back to you.
And before we leave you today, we have one last story. The Iowa Lottery is giving Iowans one more shot at a $1 million Powerball that went unclaimed. The state law requires that unclaimed lottery prizes have to go back into the prize pool.
Iowa Lottery CEO Mark Strong says this is the first time in its 34-year history that a prize went unclaimed. The winning numbers will be drawn June 19th, and hopefully one of us is lucky.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Well, thank you for tuning in to this Thursday morning edition of DITV. Be sure to head over to dailyiowan.com for all your latest news.
If that's enough the Daily Iowan for you, be sure to check out our print edition of the news on stands now. For DITV, I'm Sydney Zatz.
And I'm Mackenzie Cooper. Have a great day, Iowa City.
DITV is celebrating their achievements from the 2019 Iowa Broadcast News Association Awards, being named the #1 college news station in Iowa. The IBNAs also recognized DITV with Best Sportscast featuring Lucy Rodin and Natalie Acapeti, Best Weather Coverage from DITV's Weather Team, a first place finish in spot news coverage by Noah Gowdy, a second place finish for an in-depth series by Bo Bowman, second and third place finishes for Best Newscast produced by Anthony Caligiuri and Becca Scadden. Feature reporting and political coverage by Sydney Zatz. Excellence in reporting, general reporting, and public affairs by Caitlin Cluck. And finally, excellence in anchoring featuring Anthony Caligiuri, Mackenzie Cooper, and Becca Scadden.